Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be talking about the best major you can take in your undergraduate years to best prepare you for the MCAT, along with statistically give you the best chances to get into medical school. If you are new to the channel, my name is Josh and I am a biomedical science, behavioral neuroscience double major in my second year of undergraduate studies. Not yet preparing for the MCAT, but planning to soon. So let's see if I made the right decision picking a biomedical science major and a behavioral neuroscience major when I could have picked something else, potentially giving me a better chance to get into medical school overall. So all the data that I'm going to be providing today is from a website called Shemasian. It's got some academic counseling and provides these statistics for us. So if we're looking at it right off the bat, the biological science, humanities, math, statistics, other physical sciences, social sciences, and specialized health sciences were all analyzed by the AAMC, which published their results along with medical schools primarily by major. If you can see at the bottom, 53,030 applicants with 22,239 matriculants or total enrollees, with giving us an acceptance rate of 42% overall. Looking at the biological science, that's where I would be located as a biomedical science major. 31,000 applicants, 13,000 matriculants with an acceptance rate of 42%, which keeps us in line with all majors average. Whereas if you look at the humanities, along with the physical sciences, they both have a 48% acceptance rate, which is going to give you the highest overall. If you're looking at the majors that they analyzed in this, 48% versus 42% globally gives you the best chances simply based on your major of getting into medical school. So are you in a bad spot applying to medical school if you're a specialized health science major just because you have the lowest acceptance rate overall of the majors that were analyzed? Well, not necessarily, because not only do they look at major, but they look at regular GPA and your science GPA along with your MCAT score. So the specialized health sciences have the least amount of applicants overall, which allows them to have the least amount of matriculants overall. So it doesn't perfectly correlate when you have 2,000 applicants for one and 31,000 for a different major. Physical sciences would be stuff such as physics, environmental science, natural sciences, stuff like that. Whereas humanities would be literature, anthropology, archaeology, law, religion, politics, and other liberal arts courses. Moving over to MCAT scores by major, you can see that the total MCAT on the far right would give you 506.3 for where I'm located, giving us a 511.3 average for the total MCAT for biological sciences, which is compared to a 511.5 overall, so we're just underneath the average of all majors' total MCAT scores. Whereas if you're looking for the top two majors, you would get 514.3 for math and statistics and 513.3 for physical sciences, meaning that if you want to get the best MCAT score, which would potentially give you the best chance of getting into medical school, you should be a math or statistic major, along with a physical science major coming in at first and second. Humanities is up there yet again with an overall MCAT score of 512.8 for its matriculants, which is about 1.5 points higher than the matriculants for the biological sciences coming in at 511.3. So as it turns out, the groups with the highest admissions rates, humanities, physical sciences, and math and statistics, not only have the highest admission rate, but also have the highest average MCAT score among all the majors analyzed. Although you can be a good test taker and maybe not get that good of a GPA, but get a high score on the MCAT. So let's move on to GPA by major and see what we can see there. Now where I'm located for biological sciences, for total GPA, we have a 3.74 compared to 3.72 for humanities, 3.76, a little above us for math and statistics. Tied with us would be other GPAs, 3.74, along with specialized health sciences, 3.74. The total GPA for matriculants enrolled in medical school was a 3.73 GPA. The top five major groups among the applicants are math and statistics, physical sciences, biological sciences, other, and humanities. So based on the MCAT score and the GPA data, it seems that humanities and physical sciences has the best chance of getting in overall based on their academic achievements. So what do medical school admissions committees weigh more heavily, your GPA or your MCAT score? Well, sadly, that depends on the medical school that you're applying to, because if you have a 4.0 GPA, let's say, but you have a 500 on the MCAT, and the school that you apply to weighs the MCAT more, you're less likely to get in, whereas if you have a 516 on the MCAT, but you have a 3.7 GPA, and they weigh MCAT more, you're more likely to get in, even though your GPA is less than one of the peers who applied with you. So although everybody says it, it really is true. You need to do the best that you can for both GPA and MCAT to give you the best chance statistically of getting in, no matter your major. However, you should pick a major that you enjoy. Don't do one that you think is hard or you think would look good for an application, because then if you get a 3.0 GPA or you get a 485 on the MCAT, let's say, it doesn't matter what your major is because they're not going to look at you as heavily as if you had a humanities major where you're saying, well, that's not science related, but I have a 4.0 GPA and a 515 on the MCAT. You're going to have a better chance of getting in no matter what your major is because your grades are higher overall. So if you enjoy it, you should do it, not doing it because it looks good on an application, because admittees aren't going to really care about that. They're just going to look at your scores. So is there one best pre-med major overall? No, there's not. You should really just pick a major that you enjoy, pick something that not only you think might look good, but that you'll enjoy, you'll get good grades for, you'll be able to study for. Although that being said, the humanities might be a little tougher for the MCAT because some of the sections aren't going to be covered. If you are a English major, let's say, you're going to have to be teaching yourself more of those concepts, whereas if you're a biomedical science major or you're a physical sciences major, you're going to have a lot more of those courses like biology, chemistry, physics, let's say, which are going to be quizzed over on the MCAT. Speaking of the MCAT, there are a lot of sections that you were tested on. Looking at this blurb here, you can see it's about a 7-hour exam, including all of your breaks. There's going to be 15 physics questions, 30 biochemistry, 45 biology, 53 cars. So that being said, your best bet is to go for a major that gives you a lot of background history in biochemistry, biology, and the cars sections. So you're most likely to do best overall because those are the most questions you'll see on a typical MCAT. Of course, this changes year to year. The questions are going to change year to year. So you may do better in one section than the other, even though there are less questions for that section overall. You can still do very positively and you can still get into medical school. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you did enjoy, drop a like and a subscription so you don't miss out on anything new I have coming to this channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.